Hey everyone, and welcome back to Zero Escape 999, where last time we got our first ending, the first of 6, the submarine ending, where things went quite horribly wrong. Everyone on the ship was murdered, violently and bloodily. It was not good, to say the least, and we were not able to figure out how to get off the ship. So a lot of questions are opened up by this. Everyone was murdered, which seems to suggest that there's a 10th person on the ship other than the 7 of us at this point. And it is most likely that that is Zero. So Zero is not one of us? And Zero decided to say screw the game and murder every single one of us. I'm not sure what's going on, but we're gonna have to figure this out. And if Zero's saying fuck the game, then it's very likely that Zero's the one responsible for what happened to Snake. Alright then. So, we are on a new route. We are a good chunk of the way into the route. I went ahead and went to the choice that we made, which set us onto the submarine ending. If you want to see what's happened in this, quote, route so far, episodes 1 through, I believe, 7? Yes, episodes 1 through 7 cover everything I've done in this playthrough up till now. Same dialogue, same choices, until we get to the choice of which door. Door 3, 7, or 8. Whenever we get an ending, if it is not a good ending, we will be doing effectively this. We'll be going back to a choice that we're going to be making differently, but otherwise making the same decisions on the way there, so that you can follow everything we're doing without missing anything. So, the door we are going in. Last time we forced our way into door 3, and door 3 resulted in us only getting one single key, which allowed us to only go to door 2, and door 2 led to the submarine ending. So going through door 3 was not a good decision. Door 3 limited it to only one group going through one door, so, not great for exploring. So, today we're going to be going through door 7. I think I'm going to go with door 7. Okay, 7 it is. Yeah. Alright then, that means June's got to go through door 8. What? Why? What? Santa grimaced and muttered angrily to himself, but finally began to explain. We went over this before, and when we picked door 3, but no matter which door we go through, unless we go through door 3, we cannot go with June. If the 6 of us are going to keep going without leaving anyone behind, there's only 3 ways we can do it. Plan A. Go through 7 with 358 and go through 8 with 467. Plan B. Go through 7 with 457 and go through 8 with 368. Plan C. Go through 7 with 367 and go through 8 with 458. So I'm curious, if I were to go through... So who can go with me through door 7? I'm number 5, Junpei's number 5. So either 3 and 8 or 4 and 7 can go with. So then if I want to go through door 8, then I have to go with 4 and 8. So Clover and Lotus. Alright, interesting. And that's it. Though there are only options. In other words, 3 and 4 and 7 and 8 can never go through the same doors. You get it now? As Santa finished, June looked over at Junpei, tears welling up at the corners of her eyes. Oh no! You're saying we aren't going to see each other again for a long time. I'm sorry, June, but there's no way. Junpei felt just as June did. He wanted to be at her side through whatever trials they were preparing to face. But he knew if they were to survive, he had to swallow his feelings. In order for the 6 of them to move forward, he and June had to be separated. Things are not going well for Junpei and June. We've not gone through a single door together in this route. He looked at June. He was scared to lose her, but he steeled his resolve and did his best to smile. Hey, come on, you're making it sound like we're never gonna see each other again. We gotta split up, but only for a while. This is just like we went into when we went into door 4 and 5, remember? We got split up then too, but we all met back up. I'll bet 7 and 8 are just like that. You mean they're connected somewhere? I mean, that would make sense. Yeah, probably. Probably? She didn't sound very hopeful. It was 7 that interjected. I'm sure they're gonna connect somewhere. Why? What makes you think so? If they don't connect, neither team can get through door 9. In other words, the game would end right here. Zero's been on top of his shit so far. I don't think he'd blow it now. I'm damn sure that son of a bitch wants to have his fun as long as possible. He's not gonna end this game until we go through the 9 door. June said nothing. The tears were gone, but her eyes were still sad as they looked at Junpei. He met them and, with what reassurance he could manage, laid his hand gently on her shoulder. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna see each other again, I promise. June bit her lip and gave him an almost imperceptible nod. Yes, promise? Her voice was barely above a whisper. Santa's voice shattered the moment. You guys are done, right? He stretched and continued. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Clover and I will both go into separate groups. I figure I'll take 8 and Clover can take 7. Alright, fair enough. Any problems with that, Clover? Clover looked away and was silent for a moment. Whatever. It was more of a dismissal than an agreement, but Santa didn't seem to care. Alright, we're ready to go then. Let's move! At Santa's command, the group split and headed for their respective doors. Clover, 7, and Junpei walked toward door 7. Santa, Lotus, and June headed for door 8. For a long moment, they stood in front of the door. 7 took a deep breath. You guys ready? Yeah. Yes. Okay, let's go. The door had opened. A narrow hallway stretched out before them. 7 and Clover leapt through the door. The moment they did, their bracelets beeped. The detonators on the bracelets had been activated. Junpei stepped forward to follow them. But as he was about to step over the threshold, he stopped. He looked to his right, toward door 8. June stood there, a mirror image of Junpei. She turned and looked at him. Their eyes met. They nodded. Their farewell took almost 1.5 seconds. Then someone took hold of Junpei's arms and hauled him bodily through the door. That'll be 7. Yeah, no, I don't blame you. Junpei, you stay out there too long and everyone's gonna die. Without you. He heard the sound of the numbered door slam shut behind him. His bracelet gave a cold electronic beep. Only 81 seconds left. No time to waste, guys. Let's get moving. 7 led the way down the hallway. Junpei and Clover followed him as fast as they could. After what seemed like far more than 81 seconds, they reached the far end of the hall. To the left of a wooden door, they found the dead. There was no time to rest or catch their breath. All 3 slammed their hands in quick succession over the scanner panel on the dead. Still trying to catch his breath, 7 leaned heavily against the wall. It stopped. It stopped. Yeah, 7, that's how this works. His smile seemed forced and a little crooked. Yeah, that nervous relief. Bomb literally almost went off in your stomach from just having it in there and from having the detonator ready to go off. I can't imagine how stressful that'd be. This is the second time we've gone through one of these numbered doors, but you never really get used to it. He stood up straight, no longer out of breath, and wiped some of the sweat from his head and neck. Clover smirked at him. I would have thought a guy your size would have bigger balls than that. What? What the hell did you just say? Say it again, I dare you. You have no... You little, you wanna die? I'd like to see you try. Why are we bickering? Come on, Clover, why are you instigating this? You fucking brat. All right, let's go. Come on, 7, she's 18, please. And you're like, how old? In your 30s? A cop? Beefy as hell? Hey guys, calm down. This isn't the time for this. It's not gonna do us any good. Gosh. Junpei sighed. Sometimes he wondered if the doors and the puzzles were really the greatest challenge they faced. Wait here for a minute, alright? I'm gonna go see if there are any other doors. They didn't respond, but Junpei wasn't in the mood for conversation anyway. Are we really gonna leave these two alone by themselves together? After that? First, he examined the inner part of the numbered door. It was, of course, shut tight. On the left was a single short hallway that terminated almost immediately at a thick iron wall. Junpei doubted the wall could be moved. At last he gave up and returned to 7, who was tapping lightly on the wooden door. This door's the only option we've got, right? Yeah, looks like it. There was a metal plaque bolted above the door. It read, operating room. Oh, lovely! If it was to be believed, the room on the other side of the door was an operating room. Something about it made Junpei feel nervous. I guess it lines up with this being a hospital ship. Well, there's no point to standing around. Might as well go in and see what's waiting for us. 7 grabbed the brass knob and slowly opened the door. The creak of the hinge sounded like the groan of an old woman. A chill snaked its way down Junpei's spine. Quickly, he gathered what courage he could and took the first step into the room. 7 followed with Clover right behind him. Part of the room just past the door was obscured by a screen. Clover's curiosity got the better of her, and she darted past Junpei to peer around the screen. I'm nervous. Yeah, her scream nearly blew out Junpei's eardrums. Clover, what's back there? Please come back. I don't want to know. He and 7 ran toward Clover to see what had frightened her. They rounded the screen, and the cause of her outburst was immediately clear. What the hell is this? Is this a corpse? Doesn't look alive. It looks more like a dummy. It was something that looked kind of like a human lying across some sort of bed. No, not a bed. An operating table. The table sat on a rusty steel lift, and a cluster of bright operating lights shone down on it from the ceiling. Slowly they approached. As they got closer to the body, it became clear that it wasn't a body at all. Yeah, that's what I thought. I noticed the lines on it that kind of looked like they were dividing the parts of a mannequin. What the hell? That's just a huge doll or something. A doll? Clover did not look terribly comforted. Yeah, it's definitely unsettling, but I imagine it's used for practice? For like practicing operations? Slowly, she approached the operating table and looked as intently as possible from as far away as possible at the thing. Phew. Junpei could see her relax. You're right. It's only a doll. Man, it really scared me. She heaved a great sigh of relief and wiped a few drops of sweat from her forehead. 7 smirked. Ha! Well, I guess it would have been weird if you actually had any balls. 7, please don't be transphobic. That's not the intent. I know that's not the intent. I know. But like, God, lines like that, cisnormative lines like that kind of irk me a little bit. Just a little bit. It's not a big deal. Shut it! Don't you start with me, fatty. Oh, okay. Now we're getting into fat shaming. Okay. Oh, what's this? You want a piece of me, short stuff? Yeah, bring it on, you whale. Please stop, you two. Stop it. Hey, guys, not again, okay? Seriously, knock it off. Heh. Junpei sighed and shook his head. Anyway, it looks like he's got something the two of you could stand to have a little more of. I'm talking about a heart. Huh? Oh, this. You mean on his chest? Yeah. It was set a little higher than normal for a human body, but from the shape of the organ, there could be no doubt that it was a heart. Why would there be a heart in a doll? Again, it's probably for practicing operations. So it makes sense if they're practicing a heart surgery. I feel like they want something a bit more intricate than that, but I don't think it's a doll. You think it's maybe like a medical mannequin or something? Or maybe it's got more personal uses. Seven, shut the fuck up. Seven's grin was more than a little perverted. Clover glared at him. Yeah, good. You should. Anyway, how about we take a look around this place? And with that, because investigations tend to be a little bit long, I'm gonna go ahead and call this here. Next time on Zero Escape 999, we're going to check out the operating room and see if we can find a way out of here. I'll see everyone next time for that.